Hey guys, so today I'll be reviewing this Walt Disney Classics Collection sculpture of the Evil Queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This sculpture was released back in 1997, as you can see on the stamp on the bottom there, to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Snow White. I got this off of eBay a while ago, and I found this collection line when I was probably about 13, and I remember asking my parents for the first time for one of these when I saw them in the store, and they were pretty expensive. And of course I was a teenager at the time, and well, they didn't buy me this sculpture, so I just had to wait a couple of years down the line, and I bought this when I was in college, I believe, for a pretty reasonable price, much cheaper than what the store offered at the time. You can find a lot of good deals of these sculptures in eBay. Well, anyway, let's get to the review. Yeah, this sculpture line actually replicates almost in detail down to the subtle posing of this character based off of what's seen in the animated movie. As you can see in this pose, this is right after she discovers that Snow White is still alive and the magic mirror just told her so, and she fled to the dungeon below. And if you can remember in the scene, there's a second there where she kind of looks to the side before she threw that heart box to the floor, condemning the huntsman for failing her and therefore transforming her into the witch later on. But yeah, this pose, I mean, I tested and I tried pausing that moment because I remember seeing it, but I'm not sure how accurate they replicated the pose. Well, they do it down to a T. I mean, even the expression itself, it's very accurate. Plus the just the representation of these characters are just amazing. I mean, if you look at that, that's the Evil Queen to a T. I mean, there's no adjustments or anything like that. I mean, if you can just look all around, it's her. And I've seen some sculptures today, like the UNESCO line, or the one they usually sell at Hallmark and stuff, and none of them really can compare to the quality of these early 90s sculptures. They were really good. I mean, it's a bit of a shame to see their price drop from the original, but hey, to us collectors, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, as you can see, that's her turnaround back there. It's quite simple. Let's go down to our flowing cape below. Yeah, these things are done so well, guys. And let's see a detail in that heart box right there. And they're actually kind of covered with a type of gold paint as well to give it that different shiny look. I can see some dust right there. Yeah, I've had this in my shelf for a while, and it's an open shelf, so it gets dusty a bit. But yeah, I mean, the sculptors didn't try to embellish or anything like that. I mean, I've seen some of the Jim Shore sculptures, and just to be honest, I'm not too pleased with that because I'm kind of a purist on these sculptures, and I prefer them to be as exact as their animated version. And I mean, there are figurines that do that, but still, even those figurines couldn't just replicate the quality of this beautiful sculpture. I mean, everything's so simple. I mean, there's no extra carvings or anything like that, but it's just what it needs. It just needs to bring the character into a 3D reality. Yeah, it's as good as those maquettes that Disney would use for their animation process. You can see her. I mean, this is downright one of the scariest villains of all time. I mean, we've seen pretty intimidating villains, but you know, the Evil Queen, there's just something about her that's so dark. I mean, she never smiles or even laughs as the Queen. I mean, she does that all the time, you know, the complete opposite when she transforms into the Hag, but really, when she's in character in this one, I mean, not even a glint of happiness around her. I mean, it's almost, you know, demonic at times, you know, seeing her, you know, it's almost inhumane, you know. How can you live like that? I mean, yeah, but that's the way she is, and this sculpture really captures that. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy this review and a little bit of my insight into the sculpture, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.